So a couple of weeks ago, I worked on this tattoo for a client of mine. I tattooed him a couple of times already, but we started a sleeve project, and it was weeks in the making, and it took a couple of sessions. But just wanted to show you where it started from. That was the first initial design, a reverse yin and yang he wanted with the Bible verse, and that was the first session we did. And the background there I'm showing on my iPad had clouds and a shining sun for the background. But it was definitely a work in progress, and he had existing tattoos that he wanted it to kind of flow with as well. That added a little extra challenge to it. But at the end of this video, we'll show you the final product. But this is a picture of his half sleeve and the existing piece on his chest that he wanted to incorporate into the design. But we were able to start it a couple of weeks ago. Like I said, the first session was done already. This is me sketching in the background on top of the first piece that we tattooed. So we started off the second session by drawing on the stencil for the background. I thought it would be easier to freehand it so the background would be able to flow better with his body and flow of his muscle, and also draw it in to the existing chest piece that he had. So that took about an hour, a little less than an hour to sketch in. And I had already did the initial outline of the background, and I started the shading process here. All in all, I think it was about I would say 4 to 5 hours with a couple of breaks in between, combined for the two sessions to finish this. It's a half sleeve at this point, but just to shade in the correct areas where the clouds would go, and make sure that there was enough contrast between the different cloud formations and the shining sun on top of the whole piece. So I think that was the most longest part of doing the tattoo, was doing all the shading in the background. But it was nice because doing shading, it's a little less stressful. You don't have to think about line consistency or having the lines be perfect. Right now, shading, you're just using basically a shader needle or a mag needle to do the shading without any hard lines for this background. So we will just show the process here of the shading and the time it took, and we'll get to the finished piece. This is a work in progress. Like I said, this is just the top half of the sleeve. We'll continue working to complete the whole sleeve. We'll start with the forearm, connecting to this top part of the sleeve, hopefully within a month or two, depending on the client's schedule. But very happy with how this turned out. So this is the before and after. This is the final piece for now. We'll see how this heals out. If any touch-ups will be needed to kind of show the gradient of the shading, but very happy with how this turned out. Thank you for watching.